2022 has been a year of discovering myself, especially, and sort of what people call realizing who you really are as a person. This is due to different experiences, a lot of them not very positive, rejections like job rejections, or, having to say goodbye to some friendships, having to have very hard conversations with very close family members and friends. So, this has made me see who I really am as a person inside, how I react to certain situations, sort of see what is good, what is wrong, what can I work on, and what I know now I'm good at this. So, this is something to keep up. So, yes, a year of discovering myself.
2022 has been a good year for me so far. Has been a year full of opportunities and new discoveries, beginning with getting a new job in an environment that I completely did not study for. Yeah, that has really been a highlight for my year. Then the amount of favor that I've been getting at my workplace has also been such a huge highlight for me in 2022. Discovering hiking and just doing it intensely, which has really helped me mentally and physically. So yeah, 2022 has really been a good year for me.
Are we being brutally honest? Because if we are, 2022. 2022 has been a very challenging year for me. And for a moment, I thought 2021 was it. But then 2022 surprised me on my face and said, "You are not ready for this." And it came with a bang. So 2022 has boiled my life to a point of hanging in there, to a point of perseverance, to a point of being steadfast, to a point of not quitting, to a point of not throwing in the towel, to a point of just trusting in God and waiting on Him, to a point of not quitting, definitely not quitting, and to a point of just trusting in God while saying, even when it hurts, Hillsong. So that's been basically my 2022.
An attribute of God that I can say I've really related to this year is God's faithfulness. I think sometimes we float that word around a lot. He's faithful, he's awesome, he's whatever. But when you're actually in a situation where you don't know what to do, you can't even trust your own instincts. They say lean not on your own understanding. And you just pray and it's like, just give me some sign. It doesn't have to be the whole story, just a sign of where to go next or what to do next, or just trusting that that inner voice in you is telling you to do the right thing, or regardless of what happens, you're gonna be okay, or just praying to God. Like, the time I was really confused. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was doing the right thing based on the circumstances. So I just went and prayed and I said, "Hey, God, may I feel like I have a very, very heavy heart. I can't sleep. It's 3 a.m. and I have work in the morning, and I can't function without sleep. You have to do something about it." So I mysteriously fell asleep. And then when I woke up in the morning, I felt like my heart was at so much ease. And it's been ever since, regardless of what happened. So seeing God's faithfulness and also understanding the fact that the true peace comes from God, and peace that God gives you, the world can't take away.
God has been faithful this year in terms of the opportunities He's brought my way, the doors He's opened for me, the favor He's brought my way. And honestly, I've not seen as much faithfulness of God in any other year as much as I've seen it this year. And the grace that He's also given me to face the new environment that He's put me in. He's also been in control, as always. But I think this year, the thing with opportunities or new things that come in your life, they also come with new battles or rather new struggles. And through all of them, God has really been present. There are instances where I wouldn't even know how I would get through a certain circumstance, but God has continuously shown Himself in those moments, and even after those moments. Yeah, there's just been a lot of continuity in God's presence in my life this year that I'm really grateful for.
I had a friend say, I don't know why he phrased it in this manner, but he said, not really saying, but it was a conversation, and he was saying that he was at his lowest, and with that, he in his heart, he felt like he should just pack his bags and go all the way to Morocco. Okay, I don't know why he chose Morocco. There's other good places. But he felt he should go to Morocco and just go into the desert and live with the camels. And I felt it deep in my heart because I have really had so many moments in my life, more so 2022, that I have really wanted to just live and go somewhere where I'll find closure and find peace. But I've not really had the chance to.
God is super mighty. The things he can do in your life in just a few months is a lot. It's more than what you imagine. And I've just learned to trust in God, because sometimes what you think is good for you is not. Or sometimes you see what you planned for yourself and you see how it has turned out due to God's plan, and you're like, yeah, I'd rather trust him for this in my life. So just let him take charge and just think how mighty and powerful he is.
I'm really grateful for a lot when it comes to collective. First, generally the ministry, most especially the worship ministry that I'm part of, is really, it just has a special place in my heart. Being able to serve, being able to use my voice to serve in a ministry that really cares. The people in collective are so warm and welcoming, knowing that I'm not exactly that person. Yeah, so being in collective has really taught me to be more open, socializing, talking to people. Also, the leadership in collective are really amazing people who are really welcoming, people who are really warm. There's a lot of care and concern that is there even as you're serving. And collective has really taught me to not serve from a point of exhaustion, that serving in ministry does not have to be tiresome, does not have to have so much pressure, that there's moments of stillness even in ministry, there's moments of rest in ministry, and it's fine. It doesn't look like you're absconding duty or something like that.
Whatever I'm going to say right now has been said by so many people because it's just so evident. Collective has given me a space to enlarge my territory. First, because of the compliments I usually get. You know how it's such a good feeling to have somewhere out of the blues to just come to you and say you have grown, even when you don't see it.
This year I've really grown in my skills at work. First of all, I had to push myself with different job applications in industries that I'm not even familiar with, learning problem solving skills, learning communication skills, people skills, etc. So in terms of that technique, I'd say I've really improved. Also in terms of character, learning to create boundaries, learning to spend time with the right people, and also having those margins in between, not to deplete myself, learning to stand my ground, learning to be kind even when I don't want to. So my character has definitely taken a hit, and I'm glad that I'm growing towards a better version of myself.
The Bible verse for me that has really been impactful for me this year so far has been Joshua 21 verse 45. It says that not one of all God's good promises to Israel failed. When we look at the Israelites' journey to the promised land, it took them about 40 years. And logistically, it should have taken them like 3 to 2 days or 4 days. And in the process, a lot of people died, a lot of things happened, a lot of things changed. And this verse just really encourages me that as much as there are things that I prayed for as back as 2018, 2019, and 2022 has really been that year of opportunities for me, in the sense that I've been able to get a job, I've been able to put out music, I've been getting gigs, like so many things. And some of these things I've been praying for 5 years back. And it, when in the human form, in this time, it might look like a very long time. It might look like God probably forgot about my promises and all that. But as long as they're in alignment to his will and his ways in my life, and seeing them come to pass right now, that verse has really just been the standard for me this year. And every day is a constant reminder to keep trusting in God, that it doesn't matter if it's 400 years, 5 years, 8 months, 7 months, it will definitely come to pass.
I wanted to create boundaries for myself because of a frustration that I had deep within. You know, you see how people are treating you, and then now you get angry at yourself for allowing people to treat you like that, then I say there's no need for me to keep getting angry at myself, and there's no need for you to suffer and I to suffer, and we're just in each other's spaces in a way that's unhealthy. So one of us has to stand firm and say, this is the boundary of our friendship. You can talk to me about this, but you can't talk to me in this tone. Or at least in matters, faith and everything, you keep your opinion, let me keep mine. We don't have to have the same agreement or something like that. So that's what necessitated the need for boundaries. And also, I have very good friends who notice you're always depressed because of what other people do to you. Just create the boundary, communicate it in a clear way, and make sure it's not you being rude. It's you creating a space where everybody can be safe to relate in a way that you've both agreed to.
My verse for this year is very cliche, but it holds a lot of weight in my life currently at the moment. And this is Jeremiah 29, verse 11. And it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And this reminds me that no matter the inconveniences I have, no matter the number of problems I'm facing, the number of problems I'm facing in my life at the moment, that it will all come to pass, and I will have a greater tomorrow.
Sort of trust God. It seems like something that's so obvious, you must keep your faith in God, always trust in God. But when you're in that really hard time, for you to just let go, stop trying to save yourself from drowning, You can't walk on water. You just give your life to Jesus, leave everything to Him, and trust that He always has your best interest at heart.